Greetings, adventurers. Today we've got a different video. If you haven't noticed, I'm not wearing the usual kind of stuff that I wear around here, being medieval fantasy inspired kit. I'm not wearing that today because we've got a video that's a little different than the usual things I tend to post. So I have my buckler here. I'm sure some of you have seen this, but it has it's gotten itself quite a bit of rust, and that's due to lots of use in the outdoors and being left out and just being in a not entirely great place for steel to be. Non-stainless steel. So today I'm just going to be showing you guys how I like to remove rust from things that I own. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so some of the things I have here are WD-40. You can really use any WD-40. This stuff is some stuff I had laying around. It says it penetrates rust and is fast acting. So I'm using that. I have some pretty heavy duty, not very fine steel wool. I have this little scrubber. Essentially works the same as some steel wool. I've got some pretty heavy grain. I think it's P200 grain sandpaper. I've got a wire brush here to remove some of the heavier bits of rust. And here we have some pretty light sandpaper just to finish up and remove any scratches that I've left. And if you guys haven't noticed, I got a haircut. So we're just going to start removing some rust. So I'm going to start with the wire brush and see how much stuff I can just get off of it with this. First, I'm not going to start with WD-40 just yet. Already, it's starting to remove some of the heavier bits. Rust, it's kind of freeing it up a bit. Yeah. Alright, so after going over it with the wire brush, as you can see, quite a bit of rust has been removed. And the rust that's remaining on the front, on the back, is much oranger, not as dark, meaning that I've kind of freed up some dust and done some great things. So that's why I'm using some old shirt with some rips in it. With some rips in it. Because I'm gonna be using my shirt to kind of take off that rusty dust, you know. You can really use any rag, but I decided the time has come to get rid of this shirt, so. And as you can see, that's already looking quite a bit better. There's still quite a bit of rust there, but it's looking a lot better. Alright, so next, I'm gonna take the good old, everybody's favorite WD-40 and go over some of this with the WD-40. You can be kind of liberal with it. I'm gonna be finishing up this can with this project, so you can be pretty liberal with it. Don't use too much, because that can cause some more issues in the future. So yeah, we're gonna take some steel wool now, kind of just start going at it. So we're going to go at it with steel wool and the wire brush a bit more, freeing some more stuff up. As you can see, it's starting to get, you can see that more rust is being freed and kind of getting all over it. So you want to be cleaning this as you go. Again, I'm freeing up a whole lot more rust, and I'm using some other WD-40. Now you can kind of get in this little scrubber, and this will, I think, this will be taking off a whole lot of rust and making this buckler look beautiful again. So this is some pretty heavy-duty rust that I'm going at. So take care of your stuff and don't let it rust this much, this deeply at least. So yeah, you really wanna, this will be taking a lot of scrubbing, so I'm using a lot of cuts just so I'm not wasting your guys' time. You guys just watching me go at it. A lot of you guys are smart. Just take care of your things. I'm sure you know how to remove rust from steel that isn't. So while we wait for the WD-40 to kind of weaken the rust that's left, we interrupt this video to bring to you today's sponsor. Nothing. I'm just kidding. I don't have sponsors. I'm not that cool yet, but if any of you guys have small businesses or companies or are part of something, you can get in touch with me. It would be awesome to do a sponsorship with one of my viewers or something like that. It'd be really cool. Gonna go back to waiting. A plane. Back to waiting. I'm really bored. Like really bored. I'm gonna turn this off. So it's gotten to the point now where there are just these little bits that I really can't get off. So I've resorted to a good old flathead screwdriver to kind of scrape at and remove bits that really don't want to come off. So take care of your stuff so it doesn't get to this point. And in this case, Buckler's case, they'll also take care of you. Alright, so we have my buckler here, and I've got a little baking powder and water solution here that's supposed to, I let this sit for a few hours and it should remove a whole lot more rust. It's already looking pretty good, but I really want to finish it off well. So we're gonna put my baking powder solution on there and let it sit for a few hours. So I'll get back to you guys in a few hours, and hopefully this will remove the rust. So I'm going to apply it with my fingers. Just kind of put it on there. That's what it said to do. A video I watched. Hopefully these people are trustworthy. It was a Home Depot ad that said this was pretty good. So just going to put it on the places where the rust seems to be pretty bad, and hopefully it'll remove my rust so my buckler will look beautiful. So I'll get back to you in a few hours. So it is the next morning, and hopefully our little concoction here has taken the rust off of my buckler. Let's see. Alright, let's start taking all this baking soda off of the buckler. Okay, so not incredible, but it did take quite a bit off. And honestly, it's kind of just eating it up so that I can go back with the steel wool, sandpaper, and all that stuff and just completely take it off. Kind of just weakens it. Here it is. Let's go and take the rest off. Righty, so it's back to good old WD. And I'm gonna try to just go with the lighter grit sandpaper. Take everything off. So, in conclusion, don't let your gear rust this much. This caused me way too much problems. Like, it didn't look like much, but it had really rusted really deep into the surface of the shield. So take care of your gear. Don't let this happen, because this gear is your stuff. It's important to me. It protects you when you're going at it and stuff. So just take care of your gear. Don't let it rust. And make sure you have the proper tools to then take care of it if it does get a little rusty or whatever. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. And until next time,